Do you think any of the, long-tenured players gave him the old Russ pitch from last year?
Maybe not yet.
Yeah.
But I'm sure if it gets close, they might have. I don't know. Aaron Rodgers seems like a guy that's, if he's not answering the phone for a good buddy A.J. Hawk or even Pat McAfee, I don't think he's going to answer the phone for Minka Fitzpatrick. Just pulling a guy who talked to Russ last year. So I don't know how much he's out there with interacting with guys like that. So I don't know. I'm sure that Calvin Austin's not calling him up or anything like that, right? And I truly believe what Hayward said, too. I don't think he was taking a shot at him. He was basically, in my opinion, he was saying, come join us or, don't.
I didn't see it.
I didn't feel it that way.
I heard it the same way you did.
Yeah.
Like he was asked specifically about the darkness retreat. He goes, I'm not going on any darkness
retreat.
retreat.
What would you say? What would Harry say? What would I say? Yeah, I ain't doing that crap.
No, listen, if I were given an exclusive opportunity to go with Rodgers to one of these things to get like an inside look, I would do that. I wouldn't go in the darkness room. I wouldn't get in the ayahuasca cave.
Something tells me you would be freaked out by darkness. You'd be like thinking there's like rats and spiders crawling around you.
Which there has to be up in that thing.
Yeah.
There has to be. They love warm, dark places.
How long do you think you would last?
All right, little known fact about me. So we have a bathroom. What do they call it? What's the fancy term these days? An ensuite, right? So we have the bathroom that comes off of our master bedroom. And
you mean the little toilet closet where you shut the door?
That's pretty much it. I'm saying all these things to make it seem more grandiose than it actually is.
Say it like it is.
No, I got a tiny little bathroom coming off my little tiny bedroom.
Are you allowed to do number 2 in that? Because sometimes that's off limits from the wife.
No, we're totally open with our poo schedule.
Okay. I mean, maybe that one was.
We've been together for half of our lives. There are no
but maybe this
anymore.
one's off limits for that.
No, you got to always close the door. Always turn the fan on.
Yeah, I don't think that fan works though.
I don't
with
either.
The smell.
No, I think that's just about the the condensation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that it doesn't. You got to light a candle or you got to get the spritz going.
I don't know, light a candle, light a fire. I'm doing my weird signs.
But where I was going with this is like I turn the bathroom light on overnight. Like I don't like pitch black. Never have.
I got those dark out shades in the bathrooms that when you in the bedroom that when you wake up you like run into the wall because you can't see anything.
Yeah, I can't do that. I like to be on whenever I'm not working my day job here. I like to be woken up by the sun. I like it to peek through the windows, and I feel like I'm naturally waking up as God intended.
Wait, how many times have you woken up with the sun?
All the time on the weekends.
You're like wake up at 4 a.m.
No, it's not that early. Yeah, like the 6 o'clock hour. It's perfect.
Boy, we digress. I have no idea what we're talking about now.
I don't like total darkness. That's where we went. And then you took...
Yeah, how long would you last in the total darkness?
About 5 minutes. Yeah. It would freak me the hell out.
Can I be completely honest?
Yes.
If there was a way I could take off work for a little bit and have that semi-paid for, I would try it. I would go.
I mean, semi-paid for it. Just go find a hole somewhere.
I guarantee you. No, it's got to be the real thing. I guarantee you. Seriously. Now, tomorrow... Text NEED to 50155. We are raising money for a worthy cause.
Nice segue.
We are raising money for a worthy cause. It's our Giant Eagle Feed the Need Radiothon. It's one of my favorite broadcasts every year. We help out a bunch of people. We have a bunch of compelling guests. That's where your money should go. Help people truly in need. But if we had, not tomorrow, but, down the line, Aaron Rodgers signs with the Steelers, I'm sure we could get some sort of GoFundMe to send Callas to the darkness retreat. And you don't need to do a full 3 days, but we could get Callas in there in the darkness for 24 hours. I bet you people would pay to do that. And we could send Ben Tenuta, our video guy, and we could make that happen.
I need something. I need some relaxation. I need to get away from all the stuff that's going on.
Listen, I'm not judging any alternative lifestyles. People do what they got to do to get mental clarity, to find their spirituality, all that, whatever. The ayahuasca thing's a no for me. So is the darkness retreat because I'm scared of my own. Goodness. I'm scared of everything. But I could see Callas benefiting greatly from the darkness retreat. Just sit there with your own thoughts and you meditate basically for, 72 hours.
Who would just flip out maybe worse than you? Joe Starkey.
Starkey couldn't handle it.
He would just, I don't know. He seems like the type that could not handle that. Let me tell you something, Horace. There's dirt on the floor.
But listen, me and Starkey we're kind of cut from the same bizarre cloth where Nobody in the world could survive in my brain. And I'm guessing nobody in the world could survive in Starkey's brain. And so when you're there for 72 hours in the darkness, you're left only with your thoughts. There's no Twitter, there's no podcast, there's no music, there's nothing but you and your thoughts. And for me, my God, does that terrify. I don't need to know myself anymore.
You know, jumping in Joe Starkey's mind for like a minute, you'd be like, get me out of here.
Yes, I think the same with me. I'm not judging Joe. I think we're very similar with all that.
I think Joe has a lot of rainbows in his head.
I think Joe, here's the thing about Joe, and this is where our similarities end, is I think Joe is truly brilliant.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like, Joe goes off in all these different tangents, and every single time I go, yes, I'm here for it. For me, like, sometimes I'll close my eyes and you'll just see your Country Roads playing in my head. Like, that's the only thing that's, there's a West Virginia fight song.
Yeah, nobody in the world could survive that. It's just West Virginia in your head.
You know what song I've really
fear.
liked lately, too, is that Tate McRae one, Sports Car. Whew. It's a banger.
Is it Shabuzi?
I like the Shabuzi song, too.
That's the only country song I know.
That's not even a real country song. That's fake country. Texter, how long would Crowley or Callas last in the world's quietest room? The longest lasted only 2 hours. Have you ever seen the thing, and we're off the beaten path here, but hey, we're talking Rodgers. We'll get into more of the Rodgers-specific stuff coming up in a second here. Have you ever seen the one where people lay on that, like, in the salt tub? It's like a sensory...
Epsom salt?
It's
floating. I've done that before.
It's a sensory deprivation tube, I think is what they call it.
It's great. I've done that before.
Did that before?
So what is it? It's pure silence, right? And you just sort of float there. So you feel nothing and, oh, God, no.
Well, it's not necessary. No, those are good. Sometimes they let you play music, too. I used to go to a spa
That's not
with my brother-in-law, and we used to float every day.
I don't think it's the same thing.
I find it hard to believe that the world record's only 2 hours incomplete.
In the quietest room, it might be so silent that it hurts. I think I've done some reading on that.
You can hear your heartbeat.
Yeah, I don't need that. No.
It is the same thing, though. It's a sensory deprivation tank.
Well, I think we're getting off the point here, and I think we need to find some kind of cabin in the woods somewhere and throw Callas in there for a couple of days.
Just send him up to Hidden Valley or something?
Is that where they make the ranch?
This has super... This is great, Callas.
Yeah, dude.
Sure, somebody can sponsor it. Maybe Brent can sponsor it, right?
He can find somebody. He goes Hidden Valley. Is that where they make the range? Yeah, you should actually go out to Pepperidge Farm. It's where they've got all those little tiny goldfish swimming around. It's where they raise the goldfish.